I get to pay my respects to everyone that's here. Okay, this has been an extraordinary thing. When you stop and consider that these folks that are here in this band has never existed before, and it will never exist again. Okay, these are folks that came in, they auditioned for this ensemble. They were put in this privileged ensemble at the top of all of this, and they realized that there's a responsibility that goes along with that. I told them when I came in, and believe it or not, I came in and saw them for the first time at 5:30 yesterday. It doesn't seem possible that 5:30 yesterday that we met for the first time. And yesterday we played for about 2.5 hours. And then we had again this morning a rehearsal from 8:17, right? 8:17. I took them 2 minutes over and I paid them back in the morning. Okay, 8:17 until 12:30, which we had lunch. And then we had, after lunch, we came back and we had 2 more hours together before we had time to go and change, and get something to eat, and get back and wait for our time in the process here. It's in this day and age where we have so much that's happening. I told them that I was going to treat them like professionals. I was going to expect them to be nothing less than professionals. We had a lot of work to do because what we're doing in that short period of time is what professionals do. We don't have 6 weeks to put together a concert. We have 1 day, 2.5 hours here, 4 hours here, 2 hours there. That's a day for all practical purposes. We got to know each other, and for the most part, I like some of them. Very talented, very cooperative, and they even laugh at some of my jokes. Okay, which is a very good thing for me. Okay, but the whole thing is that we have so much going on in the press right now. The media covers all of the things that are talking about the youth and all of the misguided adventures that are going on right there. These folks here can do that in just a matter of 2 days and put this together. They never had the music prior to yesterday. Okay? And to do this gives me great hope. That we don't have misguided youth. We have miracle people here on this stage. And I believe that we're okay. I think that when we have leadership like this, the future looks good. I think we're going to be just fine. I'm also indebted to this was kind of an amazing event for me, because not only I know that there are all kinds of people here, and I'm cheering for all of the students that I had at Tennessee Tech University. I love that job. I got there in 1989. I did it for 28 years because it wasn't a great check, but it was a great job, and I had great colleagues and wonderful students. And there's so many of them that are teaching in this county right now. And there's nothing greater than to have your students not stay your students or become former students, but to become your colleagues. And this has been wonderful. I'm indebted to Molly Epperson and the things that she did in terms of organizing this whole event and helping me with all of this, because I found out that this is the first time that they had somebody from far enough away that had put me up in a hotel. Okay, this is I so appreciate what Molly's done. Molly, thank you. But you're quite a lady. There's no question about it. To all of those colleagues that I have that used to be in my band room at Tennessee Tech, I'm proud of what you're doing and what things that you're accomplishing. It's great. Keep pressing forward. Music education is not something that is a coasting job. It's uphill all the way, If you've ever seen some of the things about maybe the Greek myth of Sisyphus, okay, where he was given the task of a giant rock that he had to push up a hill. And if he didn't keep the rock moving, if he didn't hang on to this rock, it would fall over on top of him and crush him. Okay? But that's what we have. Music education is not something that is just easy, it's hard. And it's something that requires an extraordinary amount of dedication on the part of the teachers that are here. And I'm so grateful to all of you and the things that you're doing. Just remember, I'm still going to be wings up, okay, to all of you. The piece that we're going to conclude with is a piece that is really one of my favorites. It's written by an English composer by the name of Eric Kurtz. This is a piece that was in a movie that maybe some of you have seen. I'm a real aficionado of World War II history. And this movie was done, I think, somewhere around 1959 or 1960, 61, and it was called The Dam Busters. Okay? It was about an English sortie that was using bombs that were round bombs to try to explode a dam in the Essen Valley in Germany so that they could put the industry out of business. And if they could break the dam, the water would flood that whole valley and take out the industrial complex. That was important. Well, you can imagine that with this bomb that was created was a bomb that they called Bouncing Betty. Okay, and Bouncing Betty was a huge sphere that they would come in on low altitude and use specialized aiming devices and distance carriers so that they knew when to drop the bomb. The bomb would then skip across the top of the water as they're going toward the dam, and it would spend its energy before it nestled up against the dam and sunk down low where it would explode and the dam was destroyed. Okay? The movie wasn't all that great. The acting wasn't all that great. The history is far better than all of that. But I'm here to tell you, perhaps the best thing in that movie was this tune. Okay? It's called The Dam Busters March, and I know you're going to love it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.